Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Just Call Me Josie, and happy 2019 you guys. Hopefully you've all had a great start to the new year, and if not, luckily there is still plenty of time to make 2019 a great year for all of us. And something that I really want to do in the new year is challenge myself and sort of step out of my comfort zone. So I thought it would be I actually don't know if I thought it would be a good idea, but I thought that I would start a low-buy year. Almost. We'll talk about the rules in a little bit. This is going to be so much fun, you guys. I am definitely up for a good challenge, and it is going to be so intriguing to see how all of this turns out in the end. So let's start off with the why, and then we'll go over the rules as well as my goals and also what is currently on my wish list. I have noticed that I am not giving love to all of my makeup because I simply have too much, and I've also realized that I have one face and two eyeballs, so unfortunately a lot of my makeup gets overlooked. So for those reasons I also feel like it makes sense for me to switch up my spending habits a little bit, because I want to focus on the stuff that I already own and give those things a lot of love because they do deserve it. Throughout 2018 I have also realized that when I make purchases that aren't thought through and I'm just going off of a hype of something, I usually end up disappointed. And I have also noticed that if I sort of think through the process and wait maybe a month or two before I actually commit to a product, I usually tend to enjoy it a lot more. So that's also something that I want to be conscious of this year. I also started actually watching the KonMari sort of show on Netflix recently. I had no idea, and that was just really mind-blowing, eye-opening for myself. And I really resonated with her sort of only keeping the items that sparks joy, and that is the goal that I want to have for my makeup collection. I want it to be really curated and only contain items that spark joy within me. So now let's go over the rules, which is sort of the fun part but also the part that I dreaded the most, because I don't know if it's gonna be super challenging. I have no idea if I placed these rules sort of too high or too low, but we shall see. I decided to go pretty hard when it came to the amount of items that I can purchase for each month, and I actually put it at 1. And that might actually be setting myself up for failure. Only time will tell, but I am going hard and I'm gonna try to only purchase 1 item each month, and that does include items that need to be restocked as well. Dear God, why do I do this to myself? I have no idea. However, I did actually decide that I get to save the item for the month if I feel like it. So for January, for instance, I have not purchased anything yet. So I might actually save this one product in January and decide to purchase 2 ones in February instead. And if I don't want anything in February, I might purchase 3 things in March, if that makes sense, but that probably won't happen. But just so you know, those are the rules I'm sticking with. I can't save an item for the next month. So for the second rule, I am actually finishing this entire low buy on Black Friday, because that is a good time to purchase a lot of makeup, let's be real. And if you want to be kind to your wallet, it makes sense to stop the low buy on Black Friday and sort of stock up on all of your favorites, and then we'll see if I want to maybe do a no buy. Oh, I don't even know why I said that out loud. I probably don't, but maybe, who knows, I want to attempt a no buy for 2020. We shall see. Okay, so now for some more specific sort of product rules. I have limited the amount of eyeshadow palettes quite a bit, because that is the thing that I tend to grab for the most. So I put the number of eyeshadow palettes that I get to purchase throughout the year of 2019 at 3. So no more palettes than 3, that is it. And I have to be really careful with the purchases that I make and make sure that I know for a fact that I'm going to use it a lot and that is going to add value to my collection before I actually commit to a palette. So hopefully 3 is a good number. Like I said, I have no idea, we shall see, but hopefully I can stick to 3. It may be too much even if I sort of really feel this low buy, and yeah. Also, obviously, it totally depends on what comes out on a trend mood and what sort of spikes my interest. I also put a complete no buy on a certain thing, and unfortunately it's ColourPop, but it had to be done because they suck me in so bad. I have zero self-control when it comes to Colourpop, so I felt like a no-buy would be much more efficient and easier for myself to stay away from it. And the reason why I'm committing to a no-buy for Colourpop until Black Friday this year is because one, I own a lot of Colourpop, two, their shelf life is not that long. They do tend to go bad rather quickly, so I don't want to stock up. I have noticed that the hard way. And the third reason is because it gets really expensive when you order a lot of smaller orders from Colourpop throughout the year. When you live in Sweden, you have to pay customs on top of what the actual order was. So for those reasons, no Colourpop 2019 until Black Friday for me, and that is probably going to be the hardest. I also decided to put a complete no-buy on two more things, one being nude lips and the second being red lips. Nude lips because I love them way too much and I tend to pick up way too many. And red lips because I never ever reach for them and never hardly ever wear them. So the ones that I have is quite enough and I need to stop purchasing red lipsticks. So no nudes, no reds for completely different reasons throughout 2019. Okay guys, so those are sort of the rules and the whys and the goals and all of that. Now let's go over my current wish list so that we in the next updates can look at what I decided to purchase off of the list, if I decided to remove anything and why, and also if I added something new. So on the top of my wish list I have the Smashbox Primerizer, and I have noticed that my skin is super duper dry this winter season, which is really weird because we haven't hardly had any snow at all. So we've usually been like above 0 Celsius. So I'm quite confused, but this year fortunately my skin is really dry, so I need a primer that actually adds moisture and not just glow. I do have a lot of glowy primers, but they're just not enough, I don't feel like. I also decided to put down the ABH Amrezy highlighter because it is back in stock and nobody seems to be able to shut up about it, so hopefully that is for a good reason. And yeah, I think I might enjoy that one. Do let me know if you have the Amrezy highlighter and if you are really fair and how it has worked out for you. Another thing on my list is the Milani eyeshadow primer. I have in my product pan finally used up the Too Faced one, and I did try the pure one, but that one is too drying for my already dry eyelids. So I need something a bit more emollient, so hopefully the Milani will work out. Or if you do have a recommendation for an eyeshadow primer that works on really dry eyelids, do let me know in the comments. It has to be cruelty free though, but for now the Milani is on my list. I opened this one on Christmas Eve. This is the Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Unbutton. I'm wearing it right now. And I really thoroughly enjoy this formula. I think it is a great liquid lipstick. So I am really eyeing the shade Uncuffed as well. They are quite expensive though on Swedish Sephora, so I would want to pick it up if I can get a discount, which I probably cannot because it's really hard on Swedish Sephora, I don't know why. Like I said, no more nude lips for me, so I'm thinking Amal. I don't have that many of those. I'm currently using a Love in the Hourglass mascara because it does not transfer at all, but I wouldn't mind just a tad bit more volume and drama. So if you guys have tried out the IT Cosmetics ones, it's worth it. Thinking about picking it up for sure. My Physicians Formula eyeliner is about to run out, so I am looking for a new drugstore one, and on my list currently is the NYX Epic Ink liner. And the last item on my list is a new one that has been sort of teased on Trendmood, and it is the new upcoming Urban Decay brow product. And supposedly that one makes your eyebrows look like they are sort of microbladed in, which I am definitely all about that look, but I don't actually want to put myself through the process. So I feel like that eyebrow product might end up being perfect for myself. That one has sort of a normal tip at one end and sort of a liner tip, if you will, felt tip I feel like, or I don't even know. Essentially it's double-ended and I cannot explain it any better than that, so you're just gonna have to look at the picture. And that is actually it for now. No palettes currently, which is good since I only get to purchase 3. And with all of that being said, this low buy journey starts. I know a lot of other YouTubers are doing this in 2019 as well, so this is definitely a great time to jump on. Do let me know down in the comments if you are starting a low buy or even a no buy this year, or if you have done it in the past, or if you are thinking about it. all your thoughts, let me know. I'm also of course going to keep up with the product panning as well as shop my stash and those types of videos, because I feel like those really sort of fit into this theme that I am going for on my channel in 2019. So if those types of videos are up your alley, definitely feel free to subscribe, and also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're all about the low buys and no buys, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Take care until then, bye!